Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Brendan and here we teach that what you are thinking feelingly and imagining throughout your day is creating your physical experience. Now, I want to talk to you about this quote from Neville Goddard, and it helps provide a lot of clarity about how literal it is that we become what we think about. And it's your imagining, your mental activity, what you think feelingly. Okay, so your moods and attitudes, your thoughts, everything that's going on in the mind throughout the day is weaving your future, okay, as we see it, right? It's just the eternal now. So you want to, if you're in the habit of thinking negatively, imagining negative things or outcomes, in general, just allowing yourself to feel bad without either A, digging into them, or B, changing them consciously so that you can get into alignment with all the good that is here for you, okay? And that's as simple as relaxation. It doesn't mean that you have to feel some crazy hyper ecstatic feeling all the time. If you want to, you can, but it's not something that's going to be sustainable anyways if you try and do it 24/7. So I recommend relaxation because no matter the situation, with enough practice in meditation, breath work, or just knowing your inner self to be your true self, you can relax in any situation. So, this wonderful quote from Neville Goddard is: "It is impossible for man to see other than the contents of his own consciousness." This is absolutely true, okay? So that's why no matter what you see in your world, there's one cause, all right? Chief delusion is a belief in second causes, thinking that anything can happen because of the outside. Every experience that you have in your life, no matter what it is, you are responsible for it. It doesn't mean it's your fault. A lot of people see negative things happening in their world and they're terrified of the idea that it's their fault. Okay? That's an automatic negative perception of anything that's happening. Recognize that all things are neutral in the physical world. It is just our ideas, our belief in good and evil or good and bad, that separates them into these categories. Okay? So it is your responsibility, but it's not your fault no matter what happens. And that's because you have the ability to respond even to what seems like a negative physical circumstance, no matter what it is. You have the ability to respond, changing your feeling, all right? Changing your perception of the physical experience so that you can change the experience itself. And there's no limit to that. The only limit is what you're capable of believing. So it doesn't matter if you got injured, okay? For example, I was squatting in the gym quite some time ago and I made a small mistake, ended up hurting myself pretty bad, okay? In the physical experience, I had to drive home and then I was laying on the floor and there was almost no position I could be in that wouldn't cause me extreme uncomfortable pain. In that pain, I was still choosing to imagine, right? Responding, not just reacting, oh no, this is terrible. Will I ever feel good again? No, I didn't allow these thoughts because your thinking creates your reality. So why believe in a reality where I injured myself? Instead, as best as I could, I was revising the event. I finished the squat perfectly. I finished my leg day excellently. Everything went smooth and beautifully. And the next day, as I fell asleep imagining this, I was able to feel 90% better. Okay, if I wasn't distracted by the extreme pain, perhaps I could have been 100% better. But it really depends on your ability to believe whatever it is that you're thinking, feeling, imagining. Okay? So it doesn't matter if it's an injury like that, or it's a text or an email you didn't want to get. Whatever it is, you have the power to change the past and you have the power to choose your future. So don't let anything make you feel different than that. All right? You can only perceive in your world the contents of your own consciousness. So are you going to take physical experience and turn it into memory and keep on recalling that memory to again react and be the same person that you always have been? Or are you going to initiate a change in your physical experience by choosing to respond, therefore reacting differently to the events in your world, and therefore rearranging the contents of your consciousness so that it may be projected into your 3D experience? This is the reason people say change your energy, change your life, change your thinking, change your life, change your feeling, change your life, change your imagining, change your life. So that's the only way to change your life, right? By going within and changing self. And that means that you are an unlimited, infinite being who can shift into any desired reality right here, right now. Okay? The only limit that I would give you is just really a recommendation. There's no limit to what you can do, But I do recommend, because all is one, there is no other, do not harm another, do not take from another, don't do anything to anyone with this power of manifestation that you wouldn't want done unto yourself. I give you this law and I present it to you with your choice and its risk. Okay? So if you try and imagine something or do something bad to someone, it's coming back to you because there's no other. All right? There's no other being. So that's just my recommendation, but it would be stupid to say that there's anything that you can't do, right? All things are possible to God, whether we would call it good or evil. But just know the golden rule, don't do anything to another person that you wouldn't want done to yourself. Now, the point is, you can have whatever you want, and that means you can have it in a way that doesn't harm or take from anyone. You can have it in a way that is completely harmonious and that adds to the benefit of your life and even others if others are involved. So you want to change your thinking from that of what's the smallest thing that's possible, what's the only way this can happen, to I know that the best way this can happen is how it will happen. All I need to do is imagine and think feelingly on and be faithful to the end. Okay? The end being past the point of receiving whatever it is you desire. So if you're revising the past, of course, the end would be a complete change or revision or reimagining of what occurred. Okay? The end is living in a completely different reality where your entire past was different, depending on what the situation you want to change is. Or maybe it's your entire childhood. So that's why you have that power to disidentify with the former story, right? All these are stories that we're telling ourselves. And we're telling ourselves these stories based on what we've experienced physically. But the physical is just a dance of energy. Everything is made up of energy. It's just that we perceive it to be different things. I perceive this camera, this microphone, my body, all as different things based on this individual consciousness. However, no matter what you're looking at, it's all the same thing. It's all neutral, right? That's why you can choose, instead of responding negatively to what seems to be a negative circumstance, you can instead allow yourself to respond positively to any circumstance, or even in a neutral manner. You choose not to react. Okay? The absence of reaction to what is out of alignment with your desire. Because as you react means to act again, right? So again means you've done it before. That means you're perpetuating the old story. That's why you want to take responsibility, which is just your ability to respond, and respond by either total indifference, or by complete denial, or choosing a positive feeling, or just deep relaxation. However you want to go about it, however brings up the least resistance within you. Now, when I mention denial, all right, I'm not saying that you resist it, okay? Meaning you still believe it to be true, but you're just trying to feel that it's not. No. You know and recognize that what you think feelingly and imagine is literally real no matter what it looks like. So knowing that, you can look at a physical situation and completely deny it by saying, that is not me, that is not my story, that has never been me. I know who I am, I know the truth. And who you are, that truth, is whatever you imagine, right? So then you allow yourself to imagine what you would like that situation to be instead. Okay? And you don't go back. If your mind tries to remember the physical event, the way that it happened, know that it's not a memory, it is just a possible choice in infinite imagination. So choose anew. Why continue imagining that? It doesn't make sense. It's not you anyways. Okay, so instead, continue to realign and reimagine so that you are who you know yourself to be, which is all your desires fulfilled, which is literally one with God and therefore one with everything you could possibly desire throughout all time and eternity. So I want to give you a little gift for when you're in the in-between times. There's times where maybe you're not feeling totally wonderful, but you're not feeling like bad either, but maybe you feel a little bit stagnant. So to inspire you to be able to feel better than just stagnant or totally neutral, if you want to feel something good, recognize that you always end up with another reason to feel wonderful. So why wait? You always end up with another reason to feel fantastic, excited, happy, joyful. So why wait? Why wait? You can feel that now. You don't need to wait until you see something happen physically to feel these things. You have total freedom. So why wait? Why wait? And if you enjoy yourself in the present moment, thus enjoying the journey, the journey happens faster, not only mentally, but literally. Time is a strange, strange thing. The more you're sitting in want and desire and feeling nothing or feeling bad, it's going to take a really long time to get to where you want to go. Not only because your feelings are creating your reality and therefore extending the time it takes for your manifestation to come, but also because you're keeping your mind occupied with the negative. When you feel good, time flies when you're having fun. So have fun, and time will fly, and you'll find that whatever you're doing is the right thing, and you'll get whatever it is that you desire. So I'm sure you found this helpful. If you want to dig into what I use personally to help me manifest all my desires easily and effortlessly, enjoying the journey, I definitely encourage you to check out Detachment Mastery, my course. It helps you dig into the root causes of why you're having struggles manifesting what you truly desire. Okay, we're not going for just cups of coffee. It's what you really want and what you've probably been trying a long time for. That's what we're getting with Detachment Mastery. You can get that on my website. I'll leave a link in the pinned comment and in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. I love you all very much, and I will see you next time. Take care.